through some people and trees. You can't kill bad grass.
You're listening to WeP3 Radio on the Foxhole Radio Network. Currently playing 18 the Gunslingers, Bad Grass.
To hell with the highway, he'll take the unbeaten path. Try to trample him down, he'll just keep coming back.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it!
Trucker.
Dockers, roll out. You're watching or listening to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. We the people, the People's Patriot Project.
Looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and ideas, or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we are the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be a part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Here's the WeP3 Team bringing you today's best heroes hits in the boots on the ground organizations that are saving lives. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it!
Trucker.
Happy Easter evening. Happy Easter evening. This is Andrea Eichmann, and I'm here with the People's Patriot Project tonight, and we are bringing you our weekly podcast / show that we call the People's Patriot Project. We got your 6 at 6. Every week we bring you a guest. Many times we bring you a new artist, and we share all the good and sometimes not so good things happening in our world. This week we have some really incredible guests joining us. We have got Dylan Petrie coming in to share his story and his message. And we have Michael Moss, who will be joining us to share his music. If you are making comments and we aren't seeing your name, it's okay. But if you would like to share your name so that we know who we are talking to, you will see that link. All it is StreamYard asking you to show your name. That's it. It'll link you with Facebook, and boom, there you will be. Tonight, we are being sponsored again by Healthy Living, and I just have a real quick video to show you.
Hi, I'm Brian, veteran, first responder, patriot, and owner of Smart Living Today. I can't be here in person tonight because I'm on shift, watching out for families in my community. I partnered with the People's Patriot Project on Veterans Day last year with a mission to get patriotic folks like yourselves who talk the talk to also walk the walk. Now, let me explain. Some of us like to spend our hard-earned money at Walmart, Costco, Amazon, Pick and Save, Publix, Winn-Dixie, and dozens of other stores because they're convenient and we think we're saving money. It's fine. It's good enough for things I hear. Well, let me tell you, many of these stores' products are not putting meat and potatoes on the tables of American families. They're putting fish and rice on tables elsewhere overseas. No disrespect to them, but I'm trying to change that. Andrea and I have joined a grassroots movement, and we're on a mission to support families and show them how they can spend their hard-earned dollars where they support American jobs and American families. In April, our goal is to show 100 families how shopping through our manufacturer direct store will help them get better quality, save money, and support American jobs and American families. Now that's walking the walk. We're not sitting around waiting for the government to fix inflation. We're pushing this grassroots movement to work on it ourselves, and we'd like you to help. Oh, did I mention? For every dollar we spend at this store, WeP3, as a nonprofit partner, receives a donation every single time, and that supports their mission too. So we'd like you to look at our web presentation about this manufacturer direct store and see how it works. We'll also walk you through a survey analysis of your home and see if it makes sense for you and show you what you can start to save that very day. I'll put a link to an info website in the comments tonight, and then we'll make some more posts in the WeP3 Facebook group throughout the month. You can see some more information there, and you'll be able to get scheduled for a web presentation. Or you can reach out directly to Andrea too. She'll hook you up. There's nothing to lose here. It's so much to gain. So check us out. Help us reach our goal of 100 families in the April Patriot Project. Thank you for your time, and whatever this day means to you, happy Easter.
And there you have it from the mouth of Brian, not his face. He couldn't be here tonight. So thank you to Brian for sharing that. And yeah, if you have any questions, I did put a link in the group. And otherwise, you can just get a hold of me or Brian. We'll answer your questions. Making healthy choices, but it's really cool because it's all right here in the United States. All right, it's time to let's grow. So let's get moving on to our next things. We know why we get to do this. Thank you to the service members and first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily. We are going to bring you a rockin' show tonight, but before we get started, if I could ask you to stand if you can, place your hand on your heart, take off your hats, and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. God bless America.
Yeah, second that.
Boom, here we go. Happy Easter. I don't up there. Let's get me out of there. Let's get our guests.
Look at this
up
guy
there.
right here. Thank you for popping in. You've been We got to get you on here. Got to reschedule you, Mr. Krasenko.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get you back.
We will keep it. Yes, we will keep it going. We're going to keep it going long enough to get everyone on here and make sure the message is put. And what a great mission, passion, push for Brian and the work Andrea's been doing with that his organization, his Melaleuca, and getting that all out there. And I do think it's a piece where we can make a change. And then that is a gigantic piece, and maybe this is the right platform tonight, having the conversation about moving people, making a movement, and standing on the premise of what you believe in. There's a lot of people that believe this country is one of the greatest countries in the world. I'm one of those people.
Me too.
I know there's a lot of people that will argue that there are some pieces that need to be fixed. You know what? I won't argue with you. There are some pieces that need to be fixed. But this is what I do know. I do know that a grassroots organization and group of people that want to make a difference and change lives, not only personal lives, but the lives of others, is an effective group. And I know and watched and have seen people change their lives through what the People's Patriot Project has done, what the WE has come together and done. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Mello. He wanted to be on last night. He was begging me, where are you at? Mr. Walls with Bottle Breacher. We got some amazing products coming out of Bottle Breacher that you need to see, you need to get your hands on. We did have them at the event in Louisiana, and Mr. Jonathan Crochet has got the 50 cal.
I used mine just a couple minutes ago.
Wait. Me too.
Oh my gosh.
Boom, boom,
Andrew,
boom,
you
boom,
can't
boom.
hold up two. That's not the way it works. You can't do that.
When I am going to open a bottle, I am going to open two.
Two.
What a show off.
I'm sorry. It's time to. I'm practicing my old bartending skills. It's time for flair again.
Happy Easter, Mr. Mello. Lots
Way to
of
one
people
up
coming
me,
in.
Andrea.
Two up to you, pal.
Oh, boy.
I'm so not competitive. It's okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did we say we can get these? I have a ton of them. Not a ton of them. I have a stash of them right here. And if you would like one, is that clear? So it's marked with our logo. Wow, I can talk. And then it has this cool feature of being able to open your bottles. And then the other super cool feature is just how cool it looks. I think I showed me. There we go.
I want the hand grenade one. That's what I want.
Yeah.
The guy's on here to make that happen. And again, he's willing to work with us. He's willing. We are in a program with him, and we need to do a better job. We'll line that up this week, get all the stores lined up, and make sure that we've got all those pieces in place so we can get these out to you right away. We are selling them for $35 a piece. And that's where we're at with that. If you're interested in one, let us know. You can message us here. We'll make sure we write it down and get it mailed to you. It's as simple as, we'll get Mr. Walls definitely get together this week and finalize everything, get it done. And I know that there's a bunch of people interested in getting those frags too. So we'll have that conversation as well. So exciting stuff. And again, this last week, and we don't have to be sorry for a thing that we do. We enjoy the opportunity being boots on the ground down in Louisiana. Sadly, Miss Kimmer, the Wiz, the true The Wiz, was not able to join us in Louisiana, but everyone else that's on screen was in Louisiana. So this might be, we didn't get to have a chance to have a debrief this week because Jonathan was out of town. Andrea and I were on an airplane. So the debrief didn't happen, but we can definitely spill a little bit of the joy that happened down in Louisiana during this broadcast tonight. I don't think it'll offend anyone that's on screen, and we do regularly make sure that people understand. We come here on Sunday night to share the boots on the ground organizations across the country that are making a difference. And unfortunately, and we knew that we would run into this on occasion, especially on holidays. The guest we had lined up for tonight was unable to make it and told us in just time. And again, Dylan, who is a new feature, new person, new boots on the ground, I don't know if we've got an official accolade for Mr. Petrie yet, but we'll get there.
Call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner.
We got Michelle speaking in, who was down in Louisiana. But so last week when we did our show, Mr. Iozio, good to see you, brother.
We did.
An amazing man, an amazing mission down in Texas. He'll correct me here. It is Texas. I know it's Texas.
Oh gosh, El Paso.
San Antonio.
I thought he was from Houston.
You're wrong, Aikman. You're wrong. Oh boy, so fun. I know. I knew it. I knew it was right.
Raquel's in the house. Hi, Raquel.
Hey, Raquel.
And he's with Catch 22. An amazing. And in all essence, Derek Iozio is the reason. Sorry, not sorry, Derek, that we have this amazing Miss Kimmer Gwinner up in our top right corner, and she is the word wizard. We all have taken a nickname that gives us reason for who we are. I'm Paz because I like to put my paws on you when we're at events. So I got to do that with everyone that's on the screen. Haven't got to do that with Miss Kimmer yet. But
I just noticed I'm the kid on there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the kid, he's there.
I just noticed when you said that. I was looking at it.
And Mr. Moss is known as Shotgun down in his space. And so, again, amazingness. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for those that are coming on and are listening to what we got to share with the world. Some days, very, very, very important stuff. Some days we just like to show our hearts, our minds, and realize that we don't have to make life so tough on each other, that we can figure this out together and work together. And so, again, we appreciate everyone that's here tonight. Mr. Moss is not prepared to play his amazing music for us, but he's given us permission to play the music of his co-artists that were down in Louisiana with us.
Absolutely.
Mr. Blake Luquette and Josh
Garrett
band. Yes. And there were like other, do you guys realize that there were other like notable stars, quote unquote stars, walking amongst the crowds? Did you guys realize that?
Oh yes, I did. Definitely.
There was a well-known chef walking around.
Yep.
And was taking videos of Josh Garrett band at the end. And he's also an artist, an author down there. And I've connected with him since we've been there. I have no idea how it even came across my feed, because all I did was shake his hand at one time. I didn't catch his name. He was there with one of our sponsors. And the next thing I know, he's coming up on our feed as a well-known chef in the space. And so pretty exciting stuff. And I also want to say thank you. And I'm going to direct it to one person for the most part. Thank you to Mr. Jonathan Crochet for his amazing organization of putting things together and organizing. Now Dylan and Raquel and Gilberto and Jerry, and the names will keep coming. And But the people that were down in Louisiana, thank you for your leadership, Jonathan. Thank you for the amazing work you did, and thank you for more than a stupendous event that took place last weekend down in Thibodaux, Louisiana. Thank you, sir.
I give him 5 gold stars.
5?
Yeah,
He's
5 gold.
He's an excellent leader.
Yeah.
Very well. Yeah, and for a musician to tell you that the event was very well organized.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna keep my
I
mouth
felt
shut.
like I was holding it all together. Just funny, but thank you.
I actually can't wait to share how I actually met Jonathan.
No, there was a lot of people that stepped up.
Jonathan wants to make sure we don't forget the news. He wants to make it about him right now. So that was my segue. That was my segue into getting the camera on Jonathan. And now, Jonathan, take it away.
All right. So we got news, and I know today is still March, and some of you are going to be like, what about March news? But, tomorrow's April, so we're jumping into April. April is the month of the military child. On average, a military child will move 6 to 9 times in the middle of a school year before they graduate. It's estimated that since 2001, 2 million children have gone through a parent being deployed, and approximately 1.2 million people currently serving on active duty grew up as military children. And 80% of these military kids are attending school in the United States, and 1/3 of all military kids attending school will show behavior such as anxiety, crying, or just general worry while attending school. These people are extraordinary children, to say the least. They've known sacrifice and hardship for most of their lives, and by the time they've reached adulthood, take a moment today and for the rest of the month and recognize their sacrifices, because the serviceman or woman are not the only ones making sacrifices. Today is Easter Sunday, if you didn't know. Easter is a largely Christian holiday. It is one of the most important holy days in Christianity, as it celebrates the resurrection of Jesus. It also has become famous for its traditions involving the Easter Bunny, which is a way of celebrating the beginning of spring with its colorful eggs. April 1st is United States Air Force Academy Day. All officers who serve in the Air Force are educated at the Air Force Academy. President Dwight D. Eisenhower established the Academy on April 1st of 1954, and since then it has continuously produced leaders of character who embody courage, humility, and a commitment to serve others before themselves. Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush were both airmen before their time as president. And if you needed a reason to show your support for the military on April 1st, now you got one. April 1st through 7th is Blue Ribbon Week. It is designed to raise awareness in hopes of preventing child abuse. Child abuse affects 1 out of 7 children in the United States. Abuse is often thought of as physical, sexual, verbal, or psychological, but neglect is also a form of child abuse that is prevalent throughout studies. Survivors of child abuse are more likely to have behavioral issues as they grow into young adults. These are the most vulnerable times in someone's life, and their well-being and protection should be important to all of us. April 5th is Gold Star Spouses Day. This day recognizes the fearless sacrifice of military service members and their families. It lets these affected families know that we remember their sacrifice and honor their loss. The Gold Star Initiative started in World War I. Family members of those serving in the military were encouraged to hang blue starred flags outside their homes. If the family member had died, then the stars would be replaced by gold stars as a public display of the sacrifice that the family had made for freedom. In 2012, the United States Senate would designate April 5th as Gold Star Wives Day, and it would eventually be changed to reflect all family members that have lost their spouse through military service. April 6th is Army Day. It's an annual celebration to honor the brave souls who risk their lives to protect our borders and our national interests everywhere on the globe. A military job is tough. Life is on the line, and there will always be the air their nation's pride. The U.S. Army is a symbol of courage, valor, and sacrifice in the face of conflict. They fight valiantly to protect the nation's pride throughout the world. Throughout history, they became instrumental in the U.S., one of the most important countries in the world. Army Day was introduced to draw public attention towards national defense and to raise public appreciation for the activities of the Army. The Army is the oldest branch of the U.S. military, and it was the last branch to adopt the song, making The Army Goes Rolling Along the official Army song on Veterans Day in 1956. If the Army were a city, it would be the 10th largest city in the U.S., and they own enough land that they would be larger than Hawaii and Massachusetts combined. That is it for the news.
That was good news.
That was good. I love it.
Boom. I don't think this is a forgotten part, and I by no means get that off my. Get that out of here. We would be remiss if we did not say that Miss Eichmann has not taken part, not physically and personally present there, but has helped propagate the world yet one more time with an offspring, throwing more offspring into the world. Mr. Hunter Anthony joined us on March 29th. Congratulations, Miss Eichmann.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I would like to test you right now.
Okay. Ready.
In 2018, there were 0 other offspring in the world. What is the grandchild count at this time?
We're at 10.
10. 10 children in 5 years.
Yeah.
Just gonna let you know that. No twins yet.
Yes. No, but we'll have one more in about 15 days.
Yeah, so another one's coming. So they're gonna be 11. Now, here's your test.
Okay.
Your test is name them all chronologically by the oldest to youngest.
Okay, as long as you didn't say birth date, because I don't have that. But okay. So Leo, Emma, Noah, Ireland, Evelyn. Oh my gosh, is that 5?
Yep, halfway there. And
Evelyn,
there's no way we can validate she's getting it right. So they're just.
I might have these two mixed up. Bennett and Weston. I forgot one. Crap.
Sorry, grandchild.
Carter Hunter. Boom. I didn't forget one.
You one of those grandchildren is going to be.
No, I didn't forget.
Forever. Congratulations, Eichmann family. And I can't say Aaron's last name. I don't know that I've ever been given a shot. So Faith and Aaron S.
Even Aller.
That's not how it looks. I should put that name. I should put that word up and have Jonathan pronounce it because that was the game Jonathan played the entire time we were down in Louisiana. Say this word.
South Louisiana names, bro. Oh my God.
Always great.
They almost had me until they tried to get me to repronounce almond. And then I'm like, no, we're not playing your games anymore, people. That's
how do you say almond again? Almond. Almond. How do you say almonds?
It's almond. You just said it.
Someone
there it is. Rachel's got it.
There you go.
There's the test.
There you go.
And that thing on top of your house is a roof, not a roof.
Hey, you can't put your boots and your boats in the same place.
Well, I could tell you a story about it.
Going down the bayou there, Chef.
Go my way. So after Hurricane Juan, I was talking to this old Cajun guy that he said that the worst part about the storm was he lost his boots. The day after the storm, he went down to the boat, and there they were, gone. I'm like, okay, well, there they weren't, you know. But,
my favorite is hearing people talk about the Cajun Reeboks.
yeah, shrimp boots.
Is that shrimp boat or shrimp boot? Boot.
They're boots.
Boots on the boat. Went down to the boat, and there they were, gone.
Yeah.
Michael Moss, tell us who you are, brother.
Who I am? Wow. I was a Navy corpsman from 1976 to 1980, honorably discharged with several special commendations I won't go into right now. I tried real jobs, real labor and stuff for several years, and that just really didn't work well for me. So I got a job as a radio DJ, which was my dream job. And I'm a very active musician, always have been, and that supplements the income. But I'm a retired radio DJ now. I was in it for about 30 years and had a great time. Not a day of that was work. It was the closest I knew I'd ever become to being a rock star, because I don't have the looks or the voice to be a rock star. I never claimed to be a good singer. I know a lot of lyrics, so I know the words to a lot of songs that makes me popular at jams. But I have fun doing it. Make somebody else smile in the crowd or make people dance. I know I'm doing my job right. Oh dang, I'm a little scruffy today. Sorry about that.
Great, man. It looks great, man.
I'm sitting here on my back porch in Southeast Louisiana. It's an absolutely beautiful evening over here. It's probably 74 degrees with a light breeze. There's a few clouds, and it's just really nice. I hear the squirrels running across the tin roof in a little while.
It was a perfect day to sit outside and smoke a good stogie.
Yeah. Step outside. I mean, people in Louisiana, this time of year, you'll see a lot of people outside. In the summertime, you will too, but they're going to be sweating and complaining, and it's like sitting in a sauna. Walk outside in the summertime down here. But right now, people out everywhere working on their yards, working on their houses, barbecuing. All my neighbors are out. You know, it's a beautiful evening, so we're enjoying it.
The funny thing about Louisiana is they're never scared of a Category 5 hurricane, but when it gets really cold, they start freaking out.
If it gets below 50, you start seeing them wearing parkas and things. Like, come on, man, it's not that cold.
Yeah.
We may have seen some of that in our transitioning down to your space, and I was we did have to spend a little moment in not Louisiana, but before we got to Louisiana, we had to spend a little time in good old Florida. And I was a little bit mesmerized at the number of winter coats we saw while we were in Florida.
Yeah, overcoats and shorts. Wearing short pants. Because
they were trying to stay warm for sure. Interesting. Well, we got the awesome, amazing pleasure. Mr. Moss opened the event on last Saturday at the WeP3 on the Bayou Shock and Awe Fest. It was such an amazing blessing, brother, and the vast array of music from country. I mean, you played a little Coldplay, you played a little bit of Hank, you played a little bit. I mean, there was never short of a surprise of what's going to come up next. And I just want to say what an absolute blessing it was to have you there, being involved. And I hope when we have more events and other events down in the South, and we'll even get you up into Nashville when we get down to Nashville. But I hope we can I hope you'd be willing to show up again and be part of.
Feel free to call on me anytime, man. I was very honored to be a part of that. I do believe it's a very worthy cause, and I was more than happy to do it, and I was honored to do it. So thank you all for letting me be a part of it.
Well, and the amazing piece we get to say all the time is we don't get to do what we do without amazing people like you and our listeners and the other people that come and support what we do. And so we don't stop short for a second, given those accolades. That's not the right word I want to use right now, but giving the thanks, Gabriel Wren, the guy who made a ton of stuff happen in Nashville for us. We appreciate him. We can start. Let's get started.
I'm trying to figure out real quick when you got hired back, because last I heard he fired you.
I know he did. He did.
And now he's like, Mark, take it away.
Yeah, I know. Right.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Mike Leveron, who did the sound production and the stage and the video wall. Big props to that dude, man. That was an awesome setup, and they did a great sound job too.
Yeah, it was very awesome.
Yeah,
Blakely,
probably one of the best, if not the best, down here for sure.
Oh yeah, and Blakely Pett was amazing, and I didn't get to stick around for Josh, but I've known Josh since he was like 18 years old, and we him and a friend of his used to come in and play at a bar that I was playing in regularly. They would come in and play on our breaks. And he was such a talented young man, and now he went through a lot. He was part of the Black Sheep that had a very bad mishap overseas, and he's one of the survivors of the Black Sheep. So
that's actually my unit, the Charlie Company Black Sheep.
Yeah,
we actually have a big memorial inside of our unit for those guys. I'm very proud to be part of Black Sheep because, man, I've been there for 13 years, and I'm so proud to be part of that unit. It's been my home for 13 years, and I met some of the most amazing guys in the world.
Absolutely. And Josh is one of those guys. He's very amazing. I mean, not only as a musician, which he is incredibly amazing, but just as an individual and as a human being. That's a big-hearted, amazing guy, and he's not afraid of anything. There's no task that he won't put himself to if it helps somebody else out. It's a good guy.
I can do nothing but absolutely coattail everything you're saying. And again, Mike LeBron and his production on that day, I have a hard time saying we're not worthy of that production, but my goodness, that guy put on a show that's a gigantic piece of what he had done for us. He gave back to the organization and out of his own pocket. And so we want to keep a lot of that. I mean, we're not hiding stuff. We're not secretly sharing that kind of stuff. I mean, it is what it is, but at the same time, he's doing that in a faith to us. And it legitimately was as good as any concert venue across the country, state of the art, amazing. The video board he had running during the show was out of this world, something that actually we weren't prepared for. And so we were last minute putting together clips, putting together videos and stuff. We've never had that option or that opportunity before. And again, I want to thank the people from the WeP3 team, specifically Raquel in that area, because she took the monster by the reins at that point and said, "Hey, we'll have stuff up," and it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
But it was really strange because I had called her with something totally unrelated. And she had started talking about this, and I said I hadn't heard about it. And she said, well, we started talking about music, and I told her I was a musician. And she said, we just had somebody cancel. I said, well, I'll fill her spot. And she had never heard of me before. She didn't know who I was or anything. And I think Jonathan showed her a video of me playing in a local bar here, and that kind of sold her on it. And then after the show that day, she came up and told me, she goes, that's my very favorite song. I can't believe you played that, which was Head Over Boots by John Pardee. And she was like, that's amazing.
Mhm.
It was amazing. I'm glad you liked it. I really had a lot of fun. And I'm going to say this too. This year being the first year, I didn't really expect a big turnout, but I think next year it's going to be a little bigger. That's the thing about festivals in Louisiana. The second year, it's a little better. Word of mouth goes around. Third year, fourth year, fifth year, just better, bigger, bigger, bigger every year. And within 5 years, I see this being a 2-day event.
Oh, I keep telling Jonathan all the time, we're gonna make sure it's gonna be a big festival. I want it to be the biggest in Homa.
Yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
As you can see, my work here is done.
Absolutely. Nothing. I mean, I don't have any negatives for the entire week, and anything that we had to deal with, we dealt with, and it's been dealt with, and it's been perfect. And we appreciate the relationships we built. Mike, how many? It's hard for me to know, and I don't get to listen the entire set. So, how many originals did you play during your set? Would you be able to tell me that?
I didn't play any originals. A lot of the stuff I write is comedy and nonsensical, and some of it is fairly offensive to different people, so I don't usually pull that out in public. I'm smart enough to say, well, if I play this song, that whole group over there is going to think that I'm, whatever. So I don't do that. I do have quite a few original songs that I wrote back years ago that, they're not even up to date, talking about telephones and not cell phones. I tried to call you, but you weren't home, things like that. Just outdated. But I do have quite a few that I still perform in public. I just didn't that day. I didn't know what kind of crowd I was going to have out there. And so I just wrote a bunch of cover songs down that went by my list. And I actually broke the list out on stage a couple of times. But I have a friend here locally that
I
he
know
heard.
when I
Go ahead.
I know when I called Mike and I said, "Hey man," I said, "I just want to make sure we don't have no crossover." He said, "Can you give me a set list together?" He's like, "I got like 300 songs on my set list. Like, what do you want?"
Yeah, and they're all in my head too. That all the lyrics. I don't look at iPads. I don't look at cheat sheets. When I learn a song, it just gets stuck in there. So song lyrics and useless trivia, I have a head full, which made me a good radio DJ. But like I said, it's useless trivia. Like, what was the dog's name on Petticoat Junction? Anybody know? No.
Ralph.
Nah, no clue.
His name was Boy.
Boy.
And here's another thing for you. Boy was actually Benji's great grandfather. 5 greats.
No way.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
Would you still be interested in working in radio by chance?
Sure.
Just wondering.
I loved it. And that's not work to me. That's, that's an awesome way for me to spend time. I did it for almost 30 years, and some disability problems came in the way and causes insurance problems. So I don't, but I was very popular while I was doing it. I had a great time.
I think we have a conversation that we need to have in the probably near future, maybe like maybe 7:30ish. Future.
Okay.
So the reason why I was asking about your originals, which now hearing that some of it might be a little cynical, is that the right word I'm going to use?
Cynical?
not cynical, like make fun, poke fun, enjoy. Isn't that satirical?
Satirical.
Satirical. Thank you. Thank you.
There we go.
We have a guy up here that I think would be, and we love trying to create collabs, but I think you and Blind Joe would be an absolute amazing collab group. But we'll put that under the carpet right now, and maybe someone who's here who's got the notes down to make sure we take care of that. We also felt that Brandon Mills would be a great collab piece with Josh Garrett, and we're working on those pieces as well. But the reason why I asked you your question, because I heard the comment about the young lady that heard her favorite song from you during your set and this and that. Blake Laquette and you played a lot of covers, which is fine, perfectly fine. We don't have any problems with that.
Right.
My favorite song Blake Laquette did is his original song during his entire set. Yep. And I think this right now is probably the right time to do that. Are we set up for that, Jonathan?
Ready.
All right.
Let's get it.
I'm lagging a little bit, but I'm ready. All right, here we go. Here we go. Blake Laquette, Pour the Hurt On.
I was thinking you'd move on by now. I thought I'd be owed to you somehow. But when you called me up again, wondering could we still be friends, I could feel my heart turn inside out. I know you're not trying to be unkind, and part of me is glad I crossed your mind. But calling me 'cause you feel bad's like shooting a bullet in my back. You know where to hit me every time. When you pour the hurt on, start spinning those sad old songs, start thinking that you can't stay gone, and it won't be long till I'm holding you. So that's when I dial your phone, and you tell me I've got it all wrong. Then I start time on till I'm too far gone. I wake up alone when you pour the hurt on. I've had all the hope that I can take. In the morning I see it clear as day. Your memories playing tricks on me, and some things just aren't meant to be. So why do I end up here anyway? When you pour the hurt on, start spinning those sad old songs, start thinking that you can't stay gone, and it won't be long till I'm holding you. So that's when I dial your phone, and you tell me I've got it all wrong. Then I start time on till I'm too far gone. I wake up alone when you pour the hurt on. I'll be fine eventually, till the next time you think of me. When you pour the hurt on, you start spinning those sad old songs, you start thinking that you can't stay gone, and it won't be long till I'm holding you. That's when I dial your phone, and you tell me I've got it all wrong. Then I start time on till I'm too far gone. I wake up alone and you pour the hurt on. When you pour the hurt on. When you pour the hurt
Yep.
Wow.
That was absolutely my favorite song right there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
I love talking to him after his set too. He was so amazing guy to talk to.
Yep, and he's a hardcore Marine, Semper Fi.
Yeah, I remember asking what his favorite crayon was.
It's one of those amazing proud papa moments. Again, I don't get to take credit for any of this because Jonathan Crochet put this all together with Dylan and Raquel and Jerry and Lamberto. Yeah.
Gilberto.
Yeah. Gilberto. I got the wrong name stuck in my head. And others. And I'm sitting here and I'm listening, and our guests don't know that we get to see everything they're doing, but I can see the sun is setting a little bit and the sun is shining on Mr. Moss's face. And I'm watching Dylan jam out to the song, and Raquel is getting goosebumps.
I forgot you could see me do that. I love that song so much.
I've got goosebumps on goosebumps, and it's just like we have been so blessed by our network of veteran and first responder friends and family out there, and just the willingness to come out and make a difference in other people's lives. And we are blessed. We're blessed. We get to walk on hallowed grounds with people who have passed to give us the freedoms and to give us the liberties that we have. And then we still have people that are interested in continuing the mission.
Amen.
And sees the value in what the People's Patriot Project has done with Jonathan and Miss Gwinner and Mr. Petrie here, and Mr. Moss is by his words, and Raquel who's here, and even Mr. Wren, and the list just we can sit here and we'll never even collect all the names, and we appreciate the effort to continue the mission. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being part of this. Dylan, tell your story. How the hell did you get here, brother? Tell us about it.
Well, I'm Dylan Petrie. I've been in the Army National Guard now in Houma, Louisiana. Proud black sheep for 13 years. I'm a sergeant. I deployed to Iraq in 21. And, when I came back home, I'm sorry, I'm very honest. My first time being on a podcast. Forgive me, I'm a little nervous. So when I got back home, I had some problems. I had bad PTSD. I was with a woman that had 3 kids. That, had a little family for a little while, and as my PTSD got a little bit worse, we wound up breaking up, and it kind of hurt me a little bit. And I had prostate. I found out I had prostate cancer about 2 months later. It was a very bad time. I struggled with substance abuse for a little while, and it was just a tough time. But thankfully for me, I had people like the cigar shop I go to. Those people are like the best people in the world. They talked to me through a lot of problems, heard me out, and actually, when I met Jonathan, and I'm going to brag on Jonathan for a minute, I was completely broke and hungry, had no money for food. Jonathan, made sure I had food, made sure I was eating, checked on me, And, I thank Jonathan every day for that. That's why, I love Jonathan to death. He's a good man right there. Because, not everybody has to do that, It just, Jonathan was such a nice guy, And then, I started helping with another nonprofit. And then, just doing that. And then I just decided, I've been going to therapy lately, getting better, because I need to be 100%. And so now that I'm in a place now where I feel where I can help other veterans, because I don't want no other veteran to go through anything that I went through, because I believe as men, we have this problem of actually opening up and letting know what our problems are, you know, because, you know, makes them think we're conceived as weak, you know, stuff like that. So I'm very, I come from a broken home, you know, stuff like that. My mom, who recently just passed, was a drug addict for most of her life. And my dad was in and out of prison. So, you know, I had a very rough childhood growing up. I'm a very honest person, if anybody hasn't noticed yet. So I'm sorry if, you know, it gets a little, you know, a little tough out there to hear. But I was actually in jail for a little while when I was a teenager for selling narcotics. And the judge gave me a choice, was either I can do my prison sentence. I was about to go to probably Angola, or I can join the Army National Guard. And I was supposed to do one contract, but I liked it. They gave me a place, you know, gave me something to be proud of, and I enjoyed doing it. Like I said, I've been doing it since 2010. And I've been through almost every hurricane in Louisiana, helping people. And then, like I said, I deployed to Iraq in 21. And I just had a lot of problems when I came back home, and the VA really wasn't helping me per se. And I had like a big problem with abusing pills, pain medication, stuff like that. And I'm proud to say now I've been sober from, you know, I haven't took any pain medication in 6 months. I'm proud to say that I'm sober, you know. And like I said, I just want to help other veterans and just, you know, let them know, man, it's okay not to be okay. You know, people, you need the help, you know. And a lot of men, like I said, and you know, we don't like to talk to our problems because it makes them think we're weak, because we grew up in a generation where a man's supposed to be tough and, you know, just supposed to hold it all in. But the problem with holding all that in is you know, it takes a toll on you. And like I said, I sacrificed a lot for my country and for my state. Like I said, I lost my ex-girlfriend. I've known her for 18 years. We don't talk no more, and I can't see the 3 kids that I absolutely love. So, you know, something like that. Sorry, I'm getting a little teared up here. But, you know, and like, so, and being part of this organization or continuing the mission, I know you corrected me last time when I said it. I'm so proud to be part of the People's Patriot Project, because like, I love to help. And I feel like it's given me a new mission in life, you know, and just to even share people's stories or hearing other people here share their stories. Because, you know, I saw a little bit of action in Iraq, and, you know, it's just something that, you know, people need to get the help they need, and it's okay to ask for help. And, you know, I think we don't have enough resources out there to help. And that's why I'm so proud to be doing this with y'all. You know, like, we did that Vietnam Veterans House some months ago with another nonprofit. Next weekend, I'm gonna go help another veteran at his house, volunteer my time for that. And you know, and like I said, it's just an ongoing battle. Our VA system is kind of broken, and you know, people need that extra help. And there's so much red tape that's involved, and by the time they get the help they need, it's almost too late. You know, because like, you know, 22 a day that's a lot. That equals out to 8,030 people a year through suicides, and that's a big number. That's you know, that's just a lot. And I want to make sure that I'm helping people. And like I said, I've had a lot of great people on the way. Like some of my squad people I deployed with in Iraq were called the Goon Squad. So I actually have a tattoo on my arm that has Goon Squad. You know, I'm very proud of that. And you know, and I just like continue to help. The people from the cigar shop, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a shout out. That's okay. It's called Cigar Heads out of Houma, Louisiana. There you go, Jonathan. There it is. I first met them. I sent my sister-in-law in there to get me some cigars, and I was actually in a tower in Iraq, and they sent me cigars when I was in Iraq. And ever since then, they're like my family. Like, I consider them family, you know, more than sometimes like my own family, like my real family, like blood family. And you know, and they helped me through a lot of problems, just talking to me and just being there for me. And so I like to give them a lot of praise because I've gotten more therapy from them than I have from the actual VA. And, you know, it's just a lot of, you know, we need to do better. Like, the VA needs to do better in helping people, get the people sooner and their problems. I don't mind sharing this also. Veterans Day, I want to say it was a couple of years ago. I kind of had a little episode, and I wound up in a psych facility for a little while, you know, and you know, like I said, I was going through a breakup. I had, you know, prostate cancer, and it was just a lot I was going through. And, you know, like I said, I was abusing drugs. And, you know, I'm proud to say I'm way better now. Like, I still need to grow some more because there's always room to grow. But I have some awesome people in my life now. You know, I'm getting the benefits that I deserve. That, you know, and like I said, and Rachel just commented that she does the support group also. So that's something I like to see, you know. And just like our organization in general, just helping people that need the help that they need, you know. And I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but you know, I just want to do more and help more people out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
Are you good?
I think you deflect a lot of the credit elsewhere, and there's not enough to be said about all the things that you've been through. And you know, we don't always recover perfectly. We don't always hit the mark we shoot for the first go at it, but you didn't give up, and you're still here, and we're gonna be with you the rest of the way, bro. You ain't got to do it alone no more.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate that, and I love y'all for that. And like I said, and if I can help just one person, you know, I think I've reached my goal because I want to do a lot more, you know.
I personally admire strength for coming on here and just being able to talk about it. You know, that takes a lot of strength, and it's hard. It's really hard. A lot of people don't realize how hard it is to transition from a warrior mindset back to general public mindset. It doesn't just flip on and off like a switch. And a lot of people have difficulties making that transition. And I mean, there are people and organizations out there to help but once again, it's a matter of pride. Once you're a warrior, you don't want to ask nobody for help. You know, some of it's pride, some of it's, like you said, old fashioned. I'm a man. I don't have to ask anybody for anything, you know. And my dad was World War II and Korea vet, and he even when I was still a kid, he would wake up from nightmares, you know. And another thing about the VA, in the past 15 years, it has gotten so much better than it used to be. It used to be I would have to wait 7, 8, 9 months for an appointment. Now I wait a month and a half or so. So, and if it's an emergency, I can go to urgent care or any emergency room, just show my veteran's ID card, and I get treated, and the VA pays for it. So you don't have to rely solely on the VA.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like I said, like you've been dealing with it a lot longer than I have. I just started like receiving my benefits. I want to say maybe about 6 months ago. I started receiving my benefits, and now I'm starting to learn more about it. And I think I'm finally in a place now to where I can help other people just by talking to them. Just having somebody to talk to is just enough for some people.
Somebody,
And
but the thing about that is you need to talk to somebody who's seen what you've seen, who've done what you've done, because people who have not had bullets whizzing by their heads or had to shoot somebody, they cannot actually relate to the things that warriors say and do and have done. So how can you help me if you don't know where I'm at? So
I totally agree.
yeah.
And it's hard. And like I said, it's hard to find those people. And like I said, I'm more focused now on making sure I'm every day that I can get up and I can do better than I did yesterday.
Absolutely
is my goal. And like I said, if I want to help more veterans out, even if it's volunteering my time, going to work on a Vietnam veterans house. I enjoy doing that. It's part of I really enjoy that because right now I'm in the process of probably getting medical retired from the National Guard due to the incident that happened to me and from the site visit. So right now I'm on a profile, so I'm not doing any more training. I'm just kind of on I can't just stuff like that. So but I'm getting better every day. Like I said, I've got a lot of great support system, and and I just keep on with the mission and trying to do better than I did yesterday, and and I want to help more people, and that's why I'm so glad to be doing this with y'all. But thank y'all for hearing me out.
No,
thank you for sharing.
We're glad to have you here for sure, and thank you for putting it all out there. Much appreciated.
It all started with you, Jonathan. It really did. It really all started with you, meeting you, and you giving me food, and that's where it really started, man.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally on left field. Any chance you got a Josh Garrett clip lined up?
We do.
Let's have some of that, man.
Hey, man, I love it.
You want to do a poem first real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love the poem.
The Wiz, what do you got?
Let's see if I can find it here. And I can't. There we go. It's called Living. Who knew? It's a great day to be alive. Can't even think of saying goodbye. But it wasn't always that case, because mine I did want to erase. But now the thought bewilders me. I wasn't well, as you could see. But all that has changed since my life I was able to rearrange. I'm doing things that I never thought of doing, and that's making me better. I've been out twice this past week. Having fun is what I seek. I rocked my mission, yes, I did. I got out of my comfort zone, that unhealthy grid. I didn't feel different. I just had some fun. Man, I've calmed down since I was young. Who am I kidding? It's been since I've been in therapy where I've learned a lot about me. I've grown more than I could have ever imagined, and even repaired some of my inner damage. I know that every day will be the same. Even Mother Nature has to let it rain. I'm sure to be nurturing will help ease my pain, and that should help me to stay sane. All I know is I want to grow. So come along with me. Let's grow. I want to expand my healing avenue. It's called living. Who knew?
Magical.
Who knew?
Pretty deep.
Magical.
Awesome.
Every single week comes with something that fits the content, the piece. Mr. Petrie has hit the ground running and wants to be an advocate and is doing everything he can to help Jonathan with whatever movement we're doing down in Louisiana with the People's Patriot Project. One thing that would honor Mr. Petrie tremendously, and we're honored because this is a scratch your back kind of thing, is he currently has a campaign on Facebook for his upcoming birthday. And it is, thank you, Dylan, but it is it's a campaign to help raise funds for the People's Patriot Project. So let's get to Facebook, and let's go to Dylan's Facebook page and honor him on his birthday by supporting the things that he thinks are important to him.
Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. I'm hoping some more people do, so we can put those funds to good use.
So I've been watching it this week, and we got several asks coming in, and they're coming in pretty quick. And yes, we just did a significant fundraiser down in Louisiana. I'm going to tell you, it's not enough. Bottom line. I can tell you, if you want to check out our financials, we provide those at Ask, and we have zero problems providing those. I can tell you right now, we are right at making for the event that we put on down in Louisiana, right at a little over $3,000 at this moment. And we've got about $10,000 worth of asks out there right now. So just saying, we always commit to doing as much as we can with what we have, and we're going to continue to do that. We can't do this job without being transparent to you and letting you know that this is where we're at, this is what we need. I also know that there's an ask that is for the Louisiana area that isn't an official ask yet, and that the need is absolutely extreme. It has to deal with a mother and children, and they are just not in the right place at the right time, and they're going to need some significant help, and we would like to be part of that process. But as soon as we find out the information, we'll put the information into the network. And I'll be honest, we have never had an ask come through our network, presented to our network, and not fulfilled. So we are blessed again because of all of you who come watch, hear, listen, and realize that we are a functional process in helping people make their lives better. And bottom line is, we do continue the mission, and we do believe that we provide an opportunity for those that continue to serve to find a place to do that, because we are helping people across the country. Let's get to that Josh Garrett song.
Absolutely.
We got a little you want to do what we like to call the I'll call it the roulette shotgun. We got two songs by Josh Garrett. We're gonna go A or B, and you get. I'm a B kind of.
I'm a B kind of guy.
A B kind of guy.
Yep.
All right. So we got Josh Garrett back from Memphis.
16 miles from Natchez, I heard a cough, the gas was done. Now I'm a walking, and the sun ain't playing. Hope there's gas, y'all, at the next gas station. If I ever get back from Memphis, if I ever get back from Memphis, oh yes.
Josh Garrett with Back from Memphis.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What a jam.
That's an awesome dude. Nothing but respect for that young man. He's not even young anymore. He's younger than me.
Every time
There was a little backstory on this.
every time I meet Josh Garrett, he seems a little cooler. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
cooler,
super
but
lagging today, so there's a long delay.
So give us the backstory on that. What's the backstory?
Well, the backstory is we have a little helper, Mr. Jerry Gilmore. Am I pronouncing that right, Jonathan? Just want to make sure.
Gilmore.
And Jerry's been in the making of this event down in Louisiana from the beginning. Couldn't be as active as he wanted because of his active lifestyle and the stuff, and we totally appreciate when people come on to help. They do what they can with what they have, and we never ever ridicule or shade, shine, or shun anyone that's donating their time and effort. And we're sitting in front of the stage, and Jerry served with Mr. Josh Garrett. They were in the same unit together, and
I didn't even know that.
yeah. And I'm just like, Jerry, you can drop a hint at any given time, but again, connecting family. That's what this is all about. And Jerry had a chance to connect with him and vice versa. And just an amazing, another story about this. And again, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Jerry Gilmore for taking us down to the French Quarter. Me and Andrew, we're always usually flying in the night before the event and flying out the day after the event. But because the way travel happened this time and them canceling one of our flights, this and that, blah, 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 we actually had 2 days, which we never get. One of my favorite moments was, and I was going to comment earlier, is Michael was telling how how beautiful it is down there right now, the right temperature. I'm going to tell you, Sunday morning after the event, we had the garage doors open in Jonathan's garage. That's garage. And I think each and every one of us, me definitely longer, might have taken a little nap laying out there in the middle of the garage. And it was perfect. The birds were singing. The temp was perfect. Fresh air. I don't know. Just getting the sun I got the day before, the amount of time we had on our feet, it was a well-welcome little nap. But back to Jerry. We had our flight left a little later than normal on Monday, and Jonathan had a place to be, and we also wanted to wash our. We were kind of tired of Jonathan at that point, so we wanted to get him a little bit. That's not true at all. We were trying not to outstay our welcome, is what we were trying to do. And I'd eaten a lot of crayfish, and I knew there was something was about ready to happen that would have changed the entire part of that population if I would have stayed in that area.
Crawfish. Anyway. It's crawfish.
Also, I forgot to get your king cake. I will send you one.
We're really disappointed about this king cake thing. This is a lot of talkers. Anyway.
Watch out for the baby.
Jerry donated a day of his time to take me and Andrea down to the French Quarter and then spend a little time down there just taking in the views and eating some chow. And we thank Jerry for that amazing opportunity, and that is an amazing gift to us. And we appreciate you. I know I say that just because I know it ruffles feathers, just for the record. I call it a cray daddy or something like that. A mud bug. I know.
No.
Is that an A or is that an O? Crow?
It's crawfish.
Craw. Yeah. I'm going to come up with something that is no one will ever know what it is. Anyway, what is next for? Let's go with Dylan. What's next for Dylan?
Next to me right now, tell you the truth, I'm working on getting a house. That's pretty much what I'm working on right now. And then just looking for more ways that I can serve the community. Like I said, next weekend, I'm going to go help out I think I don't know if he's a Vietnam veteran, his house. So I'm going to donate some of my time and go work on his house. And, I just want to find more ways to serve and, because I want to give back because I've been so blessed lately. And I think I really want to give back and I really enjoy it. And so, and then I want to try to plan our next event for, the People's Patriot Project. And what's our next event we can plan in Louisiana?
All right.
And just stuff like that.
We appreciate your heart. There's so much genuine understanding. You've been there, you saw it, you did it, and now we're creating a new path. We're creating a new path. We've got it. It's been said. Let's grow. Jonathan, I need you to say this word for me.
Lucas.
Your microphone's off, bro. Is he on the phone right now?
I think he's lagging.
His microphone.
I don't think he's
I was trying to remember how Andrea said it, and it was like chupatoodless or something like that.
Chopatoodles. No, there's no. You don't pronounce the L. Chopatoodles. It's a street in New Orleans, Chappatua Street.
Oh yeah, I think we saw it.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like that. It's spelled like TCHOUPITOULAS or something like that.
Oh, you nailed it. You nailed it. But ding, 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 ding. You got it.
Okay. Yep.
It's pronounced Chapatuas.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's last name too. So,
Mr. Moss, what's next for you, brother?
True. It was so funny when Andrea said that.
I knew there was a trick, but I was trying.
yeah, Mr. Moss, where are you playing next? I'd like to go hear you again.
Mr. Moss, what's next for you, brother?
Just doing what I'm doing. I'm finishing up the work on the house that I'm about to move into and actually start moving tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to that. It's just a whole pant load of fun right there. But as soon as I get moved in, I'm going to spend 2 days in bed just to make up for the past 2 weeks. But I've got music shows coming up. I mean, I don't work anymore. I just play music for a living, and it beats working for a living, I'll tell you. But I have shows coming up here locally. I just booked a new place down in Grand Isle for April 27th. It's called Yum's Restaurant. I'll be playing down at Coco Marina. We'll be playing
down at Coco, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it.
I love the Coco Marina.
Yeah.
My brother is one of the head chefs out there at the Coco Marina, so say hello.
Oh, nice. It's always great. Kudos to him because the food's always awesome.
When's the Coco Marina? What day is that?
That's actually May 11th.
Awesome. I'll try to attend.
That's my next time down there. May 11th also, my band will be playing at the Mother's Day Festival in Golden Meadow Park down in Golden Meadow around lunchtime. So, yeah. If you need info on any of that, just hit me up on Facebook. I'll let you know. Or watch for my post.
Yeah, are you doing anywhere in Houma?
Well, I co-hosted Acoustic Night at Joe's New Horizons this past Friday. That's kind of a last-minute thing. But I go there for the Thursday night jam every Thursday that I'm available. And we usually have an acoustic night on Saturday, but he had a band this Saturday, so he switched acoustic night to Friday night, and I went and hosted that, and it was good fun, you know. It's always a good crowd over there. He's got good food. It's a non-smoking atmosphere, so, you know, if you're a non-smoker,
I remember when it used to be it used to be called Another Place. Back in the day, I used to actually work the door over there. Way back in the day. Pretty good. It's a pretty nice environment. I love that place.
Oh.
Did we lag?
That's Jonathan.
We lost Jonathan. I know, right?
Anyway, I don't know how much longer are we going to be doing this? I don't have much more time.
We got you, brother.
I'm not trying to be rude.
Mr. Moss, I get off at 4:30 on weekdays. Do you need some help moving?
What was the question?
Oh,
do you need some help
I don't
moving?
have much more time left over here.
All right.
I'll hit you up if I do. Appreciate that.
Yeah, by all means.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm getting lag really bad now.
All right. We got some sound stuff going on. That's fine. We're at that point real quick. Just so we can get your final thoughts, Mr. Moss. I want to do our call to action. Brothers and sisters, find something to do. Find something to be part of. Find something to connect with. I believe to serve is therapeutic to begin with, but all of us, we've seen people come on and do push-ups for recognition. We've seen people do rec march for recognition. You know what? I don't care what your philosophies are on those or for those. If that's what someone wants to do, let them do it.
Yeah.
But what we do is we all have a phone. What I'd like you to do is go into your text messages and reach out to 6 people in your contact list and say, I was just thinking about you. That's all I want you to do. Now, yes, we are first responder and veteran support organization. We would prefer that. But because of the way our world is right now, I'm willing to waive that piece and say, hey, you know what? Reach out to the people that are important to you. Reach out to people, 6 people, cut and paste, takes less than 30 seconds. Sorry, not sorry. It's going to start a conversation. Enjoy those conversations, enjoy those relationships, and enjoy all the pieces that you get to enjoy in life. Go eat good food, go listen to good music, go drink if you can drink good alcohol or, you know, whatever. There's other things to drink too. But then have that with your friends. Do that with the people around you. Do that with people that you care about. And I promise you the world will be a better place.
Well, hopefully next time I'll be a little more prepared and I'll be able to, you know, play a couple of songs for you or something.
We'll get you loaded up, brother. We'll get you taken care of.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm looking forward to that radio conversation later too.
Let's do that. Let's get that done this week. I'll reach out to you. Jonathan, what do you got in closing, brother?
Yeah, I did I don't know if you want to call it a recalibration or whatever, but pretty much since this event, I've been, aside from going to classes and stuff and training for work, I've been really just kind of taking some me time, reflecting, got to see some family while I was in Texas. And I'm stuck on right now, just life, getting to see life go full circle, man. You know, you start somewhere, you whatever the case, right? Like there's always a give and a take, and if you stick it out long enough, the receiving end is usually much greater than what you've lost in the process, and it's so rewarding. And I'm super blessed, super happy to be here, super happy to have met all these people putting this event together. And I'm looking forward to where things go from here.
You're a blessing, brother. Amen. Mr. Moss, anything in final thoughts? And then you can go at your convenience.
Once again, I just want to say I'm very honored to be a part of the People's Patriot Project. I think it's a very great cause. I mean, something that's needed in this country. And if you ever need me, holler at me. I'm as close as the phone. And if I can be there for you, I will be.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Happy Easter. God bless America.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Dylan, you got anything in final thoughts?
Just that I'm very excited to, you know, keep continuing this mission, and I'm so happy that y'all had me on, man. It was my first podcast. I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I appreciate y'all having me on. It's I always like talking to y'all, and I had so much fun with y'all at the event. And you know, I just want to keep on doing better, man. And that's what I plan on doing. Like I said, I think I'm finally at a place where I'm good, and I can, you know, I can start to help other people by any means I can. And like I said, I'm just gonna donate most of my free time to helping. Like, even if it's like go and help, like do some work on people's houses, old veterans' houses. You know, I actually enjoy doing that. So next weekend, that's what I plan on doing. So, you know, and besides that, I'm just gonna sit back, smoke cigars, and enjoy the days.
We appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate y'all more than y'all know.
Miss Kimmer, anything in closing for you?
Sure, I'd like to wrap up with another poem. It's called Even If It Hurts. I'm going to face today like any other day, grateful, thankful, and blessed in every way, even if it hurts. To put my best effort in action, I will give it all, my all, not just a fraction, even if it hurts. No, I'm no longer in the pain, but I have everything to gain, even if it hurts. I will continue on my healing avenue no matter what I'll do, even if it hurts. So I'm ready to go. Let's grow, even if it hurts.
Oh, dang.
I love that. I love the poem so much.
Thank you.
The Wiz does it again. Miss Eichmann.
I'm just right off the cuff, Kimmer. That story that my mom and I used to have these, I'll call them discussions, but we might have taken opposite sides on this about the suffering we're given in life. I guess the outcome on both our sides was we wouldn't know how good it can be if we didn't know how bad it could be. And so, and we all have our own kinds of bad, I think. Not all of us can handle what others can handle. And so it isn't the same for everybody. But, and then being Easter Sunday, I guess I was reflecting on the blessings. I mean, I got a big family and my parents are close and all good things. But then I look on this screen and think about the past year and 5 or 6 months and 3 or 4 months and and then 7 or 8 years. And this is a building of blessings. I know Peterson says he's blessed all the time by knowing everyone we've come in contact with, but it's a super strong feeling when I look at the people that have come into our lives and the people I get to work with a couple times a week. So thanks to all of you, and then thanks to everyone who joins in. And I wanted just business pieces. Next week's guests are Jenna Carlton and Jesse Frewer. Hope I'm saying that's like fewer, but you know what? Maybe this is a French last name. So I'll say Frewer and go with that. And then once again, I put an email on there, or you can see on our website, and we'll figure out how to get a link if you would like to have your own very cool WeP3 logoed bottle opener. Or I don't know. I
definitely have the hand grenade one.
Yeah, I know. I've actually used mine. But I bet a lot of people would put that on a shelf. And I'll probably order a couple different ones to go with my little collection. Dylan, let's just do this for you really quickly. And we'll let everybody know how and where they can get this. But boom. Uh-oh.
Boom.
Is it a dud? I thought there was a video. Oh, here we go. Wait. Is that one kind of silly? Do we have a video? I thought that was in the videos.
That's the video of me throwing a live grenade.
Dang it. Okay, we ready? Here we go.
And I don't want no one to cry, but tell them if I don't survive, I was born free. I was born free. And I don't want no one.
I was in the dish for about an hour trying to help it.
Okay, how do I stop that now? I'm pretty new to this, y'all. Okay, there we go.
Let her touch the buttons once and it's all over with.
I got the buttons. All right, that's my input, and I can't wait to see y'all next week.
And we will finish this episode off with Blake Laquette, country song. Patriot Pride.
Mr. PJ, play me a song about a rambling man, or how if I drink the whiskey, it'll drown the blues away. help you, son. Now's not the time. That's too country for me to play right now. Play a song about the rodeo, how the cowboy rides away. The cowboy hat don't fool me. Country ain't what it used to be. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. But please, mister, play me a country song. Walk into a ballroom to meet some old friends of mine. I came here for a couple of beers and a new band they thought I'd like. Well, I appreciate the gesture